All right, we're back. I'll just give everybody a couple minutes to join us again. So, if you didn't catch the first part, we were just chatting about last week's new start that is finished. Oh, there's Sally's back. Nikki's back. Hey, Nikki, I just took a second and I read the comments and I saw that you have a whole sweater quantity of yarn in this blossom cakes. I am so excited for you. I can't wait to see how you like it because I really, really like it. I think most of it, when I was looking online, it said most of it was sold out at my local Michael's store, but there was still most colors, all colors were still available online except for one, the one that I really, really wanted. Of course, it was Caribbean Sea. It was a really nice blue, kind of tealy bluey color, which was really nice. Obviously, very popular. But there's other great colors to choose from too. Oh, Nikki said you can't wait to cast on. Yeah, it'll be great. I think you'll like it. So, anyways, so there. So I was talking about the cast on. So I think you guys could hear me for a while and not see. So there's the cast on, and it's just, yeah, I just like it. It looks a little different, a differenter. That's what I wanted to say. Different. Looks more. It looks. Oh my gosh, what's the word I want? It's not the same as the long tail, and I like how you don't quite get that stranded. Um, what did you say? Unique. Yeah, it's a unique look. Anyways, I like it. It's got some stretch to it, but not as much stretch as the long tail for sure, but it's fine. So I didn't use a pattern. Susanna asked what the pattern was, and it's a Louise original. Double seed stitch is the stitch pattern, which I really, really like that. I know some people don't like seed stitch. What are you guys, what camp are you in? Are you in a seed stitch lover, or would you like skip it if you could? But the hat, it fits great. I really like it. I like how it fits. So, oh Sam, if you got a question, just type it in, and I will try to catch it, or somebody else I'm sure will answer. Oh, Nikki says you like seeds. Oh, you like seed stitch and double seed stitch. Yeah, me too. And I really like it in bulky weight yarn. This is just a worsted weight, and but in bulky I like it because it looks extra bulky. I guess is what I want to say. But yeah, I just really like the texture, and just the colors in here are just ever so subtle. I really like it. Thinking this would make a great blanket in this color. Really, really like it. So there it is again, Karen Blossom Cake. So somebody said that it was still on sale. Somebody must have taken a quick peek, and in the comments of part 1 of tonight's podcast said it is still on sale, which, oh, I'm still tempted to go grab a couple more balls of it. Susanna, you have 4 balls. Oh, the denim days. The denim was a really nice color too. That was definitely be an option. And 3 balls of radiant rainbow. Nice. Oh, Nikki, did you? Oh, you saw the baby? Did you pop her in, or did you walk by? For a second. Um, Yes. Oh, Katie says, like the look, but hate knitting seed stitch. I know, it's funny, isn't it? It's one of those things. You either you like it or you don't, right? Um, okay, so stranded knitting. Super excited. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. So I finished the hat, you guys. I did a whole hat this week, and just worked on it a little bit every night, and then just did some decreasing up on the top, and that's what the top looks like. So really fun little project, and a finish. So at some point I'm going to have to get my whiteboard updated. When I go home, I have to get my whiteboard updated because I have some finishes to put on it. So there is that. This week I also cast on a couple more little baby hats for Scarlett. I had some of this Patton's Grace, and I've got it in a blush. I had it in this green, which is, oh yeah, this is ginger. We talked about this last week, didn't we? About the color, why ginger. don't know, because that still just drives me crazy because ginger to me is brown. But anyways, because Scarlett is teeny, teeny, tiny, all of her hats are all a smidgen too big. So I just cast on this little baby hat, and it is, this one here ended up being too small. I was going for something small. I didn't want it to be too big. And as I was knitting it, I was like, oh, I think this is going to be really, really close. I put it on her, and it is just a smidgen too small. So I think that this would be a good little size for a baby that is under 5 pounds. Scarlett's just over 5. So I'm going to keep this. I might just donate this one to the hospital. So I cast on another little hat, a little bit bigger. I was hoping to have it done for today. I didn't quite get there, but I'm probably about halfway. Yeah. So I'm about halfway. I'm just doing it. I'm going to do it 4.5 inches. So I'm just counting this little one here as kind of my prototype, right? Sometimes you just have to knit something once and then see how you're going to adjust it. So that's what I've got. Sorry, hold on for just 1 sec. Anyways, so this was my little prototype. Hopefully this one's going to fit her. And yes, Nikki said give to the NICU. That's right. It will fit a little baby that was just a little bit smaller than Scarlett. So, and this pattern's Grace, it's 100% cotton, and it is so, so nice. So, yeah. So I think this will be a cute little hat. I think this will fit her. Fingers crossed. It's got to be a little bit closer than the last one was, so I think it should be fine. A little bigger. So that is what I did. And then, so I told you at the beginning of part 1 of tonight's chat that I actually ended up casting on 3 projects this week. So the little baby hats were one. The actual seed stitch project was the second one. And the third one is here somewhere, right here. So the Fiber Friends. The Fiber Friends have 1 more week, the last week of March, for the One Skein project. So if you guys were watching Saturday morning, I had this ball of, it's Regia sock yarn. And oh my gosh, this ball was giving me the absolute worst time. It was just in a ball. It wasn't in a skein or anything, right? It just in a ready to knit ball. But just how it was wound around, like there was just chunks of the strands of yarn were just falling off the ball, and it was just getting to be a really, really tangled mess. So I ended up just sitting for a little bit and just hand winding it into a ball. But since I've been wanting to knit this all month long, this ball, it's been in my stash for quite a while. I actually bought this skein and a darker navy skein for a two skein. I think it was supposed to be for a 2 skein shawl a number of years ago. And like most things, it did not get knit. But I really, really like this. Just kind of shades of bluey grays. And it's really, really fun. So this was really calling to be knit. And I just wasn't entirely sure what one skein shawl pattern I wanted to do. I thought about doing a hitchhiker. I thought about doing a roller coaster. But I don't know. None of those were really calling to me. And anyways, I just decided I'm just going to cast on. I'm going to do an asymmetrical scarf and shawl, whatever you want to call it. And just knit it and wear it. Just plain garter stitch and not worry about doing any pattern in it. I thought about putting in a butterfly stitch, and I may do that just my last couple of rows at the end before I cast off. But I thought, well, again, if I'm going to try to knit this all within 1 week, I am going to have to go for speed over pattern reading. and counting rows and that kind of thing. So, I just really, really like this. Just garter stitch. And I went a little bit bigger needle size than I typically would, just because I wanted to get as much length as I could. And I know going from a 3.75 millimeter to a 4 millimeter is not really going to make much of a difference, but I thought, I'm going to do it anyways. Because I really like 2 skein shells. 1 skein is okay, but my go-to is I always grab the larger ones. But this is a 1 skein challenge, and I have 1 skein of this. Now I'm thinking, man, maybe I should have taken that navy not goes with it, but what I bought to knit together. Maybe I should have been kind of striping them. But anyways, no. Too late. Hi, Susie. Better late than never. That's okay, Susie. We had a little few tech problems and whatever. So I'm glad that you're joining us now. Anyways, I like this. It feels nice. The drape of it is really, really nice. And I really like it. At first, I thought it looked too loose. I thought the stitches maybe looked just a little too messy. Oh, there, I think it's kind of focused. That's the word I want to say. At first I thought, I don't know if the stitches just look too big and a little bit too loose, but I love how it feels. Lately, I've been finding I'm really wanting my knits to be looser. I want them to be looser and more drapey. And so I'm liking this. Even though maybe typically I would have always gone down a needle size, I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking the feel of it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hi, Alyssa. Sam, I don't know how to do intarsia. Intarsia is really quite easy. It's just the yarn management when you have all your little butterflies hanging off the back of your work. And the secret to that is just making sure your butterfly's tail is short. If you have a long tail and then you've got your butterfly or your little ball of yarn, all of this yarn has got lots of room to tangle. So if you can keep your butterfly really up close to your work, the closer the better, the less tangles it's going to be. But anyways, intarsia is not hard. If you haven't tried it before, definitely give it a try. So anyways, so I'm trying to get this knit before Saturday morning. I don't know. I was going to try and weigh some of this. I was going to get Anita to pull out her kitchen scale, and I was going to weigh to see where I was. Like 100 grams divided by so many days to kind of see how many grams I need to knit per day. And I was doing well. I did Saturday. I knit out quite a bit. And Sunday, I got distracted by baby hats. So I haven't knit on it yet today. So I got to do a lot of catch up here. This little stitch marker here, I put that on because that's where I was Saturday morning during the Fiber Friends podcast. I think that's when, or Saturday afternoon, because we ended up casting or podcasting in the afternoon because we had more tech problems. But anyways, so I know I didn't have very much done. And now I like that. I like putting in stitch markers because then you can see your progress, because otherwise it just kind of all blends in and you're like, oh, how much have I really got done? Now I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had nothing done. Anyways, I'm liking it. And, I'm thinking I'm really going to like to wear this with pretty much anything. I like the colors of it. Some dark, some light blues, grays. I think it'll look really nice with a lot of things. So that is something that I'm going to try and work on and get as much done by Saturday. I don't know if it'll be finished or not. I know I'm not working right now. So I should have lots of time to knit, but there's lots of baby things to do. So that is cutting into my knitting time. So we'll see. I may get lots done in the next couple of days. We'll see. I'll see if I can find that kitchen scale and weigh and see if I can somehow kind of get back on track. So let's see what's in the comments here. Sam says you're almost at 47 dishcloths. That is incredible. When you come back to Knitting Club, oh, sure. We can work on Intarsia at some point, Sam, for sure. Okay. Oh, Nikki, what is this? Like, oh, Nikki has got a reps and rest sock pattern. I have to go check it out. Okay, so I'm back to Susanna's comment. You've got some of the Karen cakes. Do you know what you're going to do with it? You've got, what did you say? You've got 4 balls of Denim Days and 3 of Radiant Rainbow. I looked at the rainbow. The rainbow's really nice. What did I have in my cart? I had, oh, what was it? I can't remember the name of it. Tropical something. It was pinks and yellows, because I was thinking about doing scarlet, a little baby blanket. And I had 3. I was thinking about 3 balls. I'd seen on Ravelry where somebody did a baby blanket with 2 balls, and I thought, okay, well, I don't know, just get 3 just to be extra cautious that it wouldn't run out, right? Anyways, I decided I wouldn't, because I may be going to Little Red Mitten this week. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping I can get there. And I will see what they've got for some baby yarn or blanket yarn. Okay, so this project was, I think, did I start talking about this? I think I did, and then I got distracted. This was the yarn that I cast on a vest for the Fiber Friends sweater challenge back in February. And now it's almost April. Oh my goodness, time is flying. So I brought this out to show you, because I think I talked about this the last Monday or the Monday before, and that I had changed my mind about making it a vest. And I added on, no, I can't, it's going to be really hard to see because I have it all scrunched on this 16-inch needle. I have got to find a larger needle for it, and I haven't done that yet. But I did cast on some little sleeves here. So I'm hoping that I'll be somewhere elbow length, just above elbow length, I'm hoping. It was just kind of a last minute decision. I got up, I was measuring here, and I knew I was getting right up to right about where I normally would have split like for armholes, and decided that I'm like, oh, I'm going to have lots of yarn left over. I think I'm going to put sleeves on this. So we'll see how it goes. Be just kind of a drop shoulder, little short sleeve kind of top is what I'm going for. But I have not worked on this at all the last couple of weeks. But here it is. And I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to work out good. But it's kind of hard to see. So it'll be interesting to see, now that I've cast on the extra stitches, to see how the pooling goes along here. But anyways, so that is another project in the works. Jocelyn and I are also going to be chatting here Thursday night at 7:30. And it is our monthly check-in. So I have another sweater that I will be showing and chatting about Thursday night. So always lots and lots of things to work on. But I think that's pretty much it, what I knit this week. The new shawl, the 2 little baby hats, and the seed stitch hat. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the amount that I got knit this week. I'm just going to check the comments here and see what we've got. Oh, Susanna, hats for your sister? Oh my God, that's cute. Okay, you're going to have lots of yarn for lots of hats. Alyssa, charity knitting. Oh, a hat. Oh, wanting to finish it by Easter, so I can start on grad gift knitting for a guy in your D&D group. He's leaving the group. Oh, well then that'll be nice to give him a little something, a little knitted gift. I've got something else to show you guys. I haven't even looked at this. I was saving this for tonight for us to look at. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Anyways, I was just checking the time here to see where we were. I did a little shopping today, and yesterday to be exact. I'm excited for this. So I got a book, you guys, that I have been looking at I've been looking for. I haven't even opened this. I haven't even looked at anything other than the cover. Like, so excited to see this. This is a book I'm guessing must have been reprinted. I looked for this book a number of years ago and couldn't find it anywhere. So when I was on Amazon, of course, it, has to suggest things. And this came up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sure this is the book that I was looking for. And it was out of print when I was looking for it. So here it is again. Alice Starmore's Tudor Roses. So has anybody seen this book, or does anybody own it? I am really excited to look through this book. About the Tudors, the designs. Oh my goodness, this looks kind of exciting. Okay, I'll find a picture here and I'll show you. Elizabeth of York. Okay. Just look at that. So I'm thinking that these are all colorwork patterns. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So I am so excited to, what does it say? The reimagined edition of the groundbreaking classic. This volume of Tudor Roses presents new and reimagined garments based on the original Tudor Roses published in 1998. Alice Starmer looks to historical female figures of the Tudor dynasty as inspiration for her stunning knitwear, and her modernization of the traditional Farrell and Aran patterns has created a sensation in the knitting world. Through the garment design, Starmer and her daughter Jade tell the stories of 14 women connected with the Tudor dynasty. They weave a narrative around the known facts of their subjects' lives using photography, art, and the only medium through which the Tudor women could leave a lasting physical record in their world, needlework. So, this is going to be my reading material tonight. Really excited. So, I'm just going to see. Alyssa says you've got her Farrell book. I think I have her Farrell book as well. And I think I have a cabled one too. Yeah, I really like her stuff. Oh, hi, Jen. I've seen that book on YouTube before and didn't buy it. It has some gorgeous patterns and I love the Tudor theme. Yes, exactly. Susie, Bella from 100 Acre Wool did the Anne Boulay. Okay, I have to check that one. Anne Boleyn. Oh my gosh, the Tudors. It's been such a long time since I watched that. Now I'm thinking, I wonder if it's still streaming anywhere. I can still rewatch it. Sally. Is it needlework or knitting? Knitting. I'm not sure if there's any needlework in it or not. It's all knitting so far. Oh, there is a. Oh. Okay. So there's an Aran pattern. Interesting. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Liz, my friend has knit a couple Alice Starmer patterns. I know, it's pretty, I have never knit any, but I have a couple of her books, just like Elise said. I'm sure I've got the cable and the Farrell one. But yeah, this looks Pretty impressive. There's another one. Elizabeth I is another cabled sweater. Try and get. So that looks, yeah, this looks like there's some good stuff in here. I'm excited to look at this. Oh, Sam, are you heading out? Yes, take care of your wrist. Yeah, so anyways, okay, maybe I think I can take inspiration from the book and I can just whip it into a pot holder. Never know. See, I mean, there's flowers right here on the cover. Yeah, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Oh, good night, Sam. So what are we? Are we almost at our 9 o'clock? We've got about 10 minutes. So what is everybody else working on? I've seen a few people say what they were working on, but does anybody else have any goals for this week? Is anybody getting close to a finish? Is anybody casting on anything new? Oh, Diane. Hi, Diane. What one? Stranded. Stranded one for this week, you guys. So, okay, before maybe we've got 10 minutes here. Let's do another little impromptu vote. What color? So I was thinking for sure I was going to do the gray. Oh, I did see. Did you guys see? I posted some more pictures on Instagram. I did the black and white test to see about the contrast for the colors. Because sometimes, even though things look like there's going to be good contrast, sometimes there's not once you actually knit with it. So one way is to take a picture and then edit it and change it into black and white, and then you can see the contrast in the colors. Oh, I see Susanna's comment. She's like, when I asked what everybody's working on, she's like, sigh, rebel mystery knit along. Susanna, how far are you? Are you making some headway on it? Mine, oh my gosh, I got like stuck on day 3. I'm not stuck. I shouldn't say I got distracted on day 3. So I need to pick it up at some point. Oh, Alyssa, you say blue and gray? Yeah, I like the blue and gray together. I think I had bought them thinking that I was going to do something like this, like a gray. So the gray is actually called overcast. And what I've been calling peach or coral is called coral rose. It's peach. It's coral. Either one's fine. And robin egg, yeah, is this a nice light blue, really springy colors. So I did the black and white picture thing, and I posted those in my Instagram stories. And there's a really good contrast between the gray and the blue. There was really good contrast between the gray and the coral rose. And then for fun, I did a picture of these two. Not good contrast. These two are pretty much look the same. So I might try knitting them together and see what they look like, because sometimes the black and white picture, it's not foolproof, because you would think with these you should be able to get some nice contrast, but the black and white test, they came up the same. So what do I want to say? Like the same saturation, the same hue, the same shading. I'm not sure what is the exact right term there. But see, I mean, it does show up, but not a huge color difference, is it? They blend together more than you would think they would, don't they? So I probably won't do a project. I might do a little sample just to show how it actually does knit up. Because I know sometimes, it's not lots of times, but the odd time I have put colors together, looking at them in the ball, thinking, oh, these will look great together. And then once you knit them into your colorwork pattern and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, you really got to kind of strain. It's like, I can see the pattern, but only because I really know what it's supposed to look like and because I've blended a little too much. Anyways, Sam, is this cotton? Yes, it is, Sam. Bernat, handicrafter. Your dishcloth cotton. Nikki, you're working on, 2 at a time. vanilla toe-up socks for hubby. After the podcast, back to the Celtic rain. Oh, beaded sock. Oh, that's the Sock Madness sock, isn't it? That's the Sock Madness? How are you enjoying the Sock Madness stuff, knitting, Nikki? I am like, okay. I am like really kind of bummed that I'm not knitting them this year, but that's okay because there's always next year. And I'm loving the patterns that you guys are doing. Oh, Diane, you're doing a temperature blanket. That's exciting. It's we're getting into some warmer temperatures, so your colors must be changing now, are they? Diane, I also saw your Mabel sweater that you and your girlfriend did together. They both looked really cute. They both looked good on both of you. What else? Any other comments? Did I miss any other comments that Oh, Sally said she started another corner to corner scrappy blanket with leftover yarn from her original blanket. Oh my gosh. So 2 scrappy blankets. Wonderful. Oh, Susanna, you're on day 14. You were getting there. You were over half done. That's wonderful. Oh, Sally, you like the coral? Yes. So what should we be doing here, guys? I'm not sure what I really... Okay, so let's have another... what does everybody think? Do you think blue or coral? What are the ideas here? I gotta just shift a little bit here. I don't know. They both coral or blue and gray. Coral. Sally said coral. Kim said coral. Okay, who said blue? So I think we had one person say blue. Oh, Nikki said gray and blue. Coral and gray. I think right now, coral and gray is the winner. But you know what? You guys. Never fear. I have another ball of gray. So look at that. Audrey says blue and gray. Sam says coral. Okay, so most people are saying the coral. Okay, so maybe I'll cast this combination on first. But because I've got an extra ball of gray, maybe we can do, maybe we as in me, I could do both sets of colors. Yes. Coral flowers really pop. It would really pop. I know it would, wouldn't it? I think, well. I know. I had just forgotten until just this very moment that I had an extra ball of gray. Okay, so this one, we'll do this one first, and then you guys that what like the gray, I'll try to get both cast on. How's that? I'll try. So I am going to do, talking about cast-ons here for the last couple of minutes here. I am going to do a provisional cast-on. Oops, sorry if that was a little bit of a loud noise there. I'm going to do the provisional crochet cast-on. So where you take your knitting needle and a crochet hook, and then you just chain over the knitting needle and have live stitches. So you start with the waste yarn, do your crocheting with the waste yarn, and then switch out to your regular yarn. And then once you're all done knitting, you can go back and pull out that waste yarn. You've got all your live stitches, slide them on 2 needles, and then you can Kitchener stitch them closed. And then the top, I'll just knit to the end and then leave the stitches live and then just Kitchener stitch the top closed. And it's just a good way of doing it. You don't have to do it that way. I have in the past, I've done my pot holders in the round, and I've just done a long tail cast on, and then I just go back and I whip stitch it closed. That works too. The Kitchener stitches may be a little tidier, but it's not. The whip stitch is fine too. So either way really is fine. But I'm going to do the provisional crochet cast on just for fun. Then I can Kitchener stitch it closed. Easy peasy. Nikki said, "Oh, use the leftovers to make dishcloths." Absolutely could. Absolutely could. I'm feeling. I don't know whether it's just springtime or yeah, I don't know. Probably spring. Just getting this feeling that I don't. I want some new kitchen things, new dishcloths, pot holders. Just want to freshen some things up. I've got some that I've had for quite a few years. I'm thinking, maybe it's time to just get some new things. Oh, Audrey, you cast on today. What? Oh, an Outlander vest with Norwegian wool. Oh my gosh, that would be fantastic. Um, Use leftover. Oh, did you guys get a? Oh, you're gonna call?
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Um. Oh, so Audrey, so with Norwegian wool, so what color is it, or is it multicolored? So you cast on the Outlander vest. Um. Oh, I think that was okay. Sorry. Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the Outlander vest. Is it Outlander vest? Is it like cabled or color work or? And now I'm really curious. Alyssa, wait. Okay. Um, Alyssa says a student wanted to pay attention to me in lecture, but it seems I have been too distracted for her when I. Oh, okay. Liz, you made a mistake in your sock. Oh no. Oh no. How many rows back? Is it hopefully not a big mistake? Nothing too much to have to pull back too much, or is it quick? Can you just drop down one stitch, or do you have to pull it some rows? Oh shoot. So, anyways, I'm excited for this, you guys. Yeah, just I don't know, something a quick knit, something spring, something I can actually use in the kitchen, or I may leave it here. I'm still at my daughter's house, and so she's having a little nap. Dad's got the baby, so um, yeah, that's we're just kind of hanging out here with baby. So I think another quick little knit this week will just be fit the right bill. Actually, if I do two, I could take one home and I could leave her one. I have to ask Anita which color she likes, or maybe I'll be probably still be here next Monday podcasting from here again. So we'll see what we get for finished dish class, and maybe we'll get Anita to weigh in on which one she would prefer to have here at her kitchen. Oh, Alyssa, you know we're waiting for demos and click her question. So, okay. Audrey, okay. Purple, no name, three large cabled on front shaping only in shoulders, and ribbed banding in pink. Okay, that's going to be amazing. You'll have to post some pictures online so that we can see it. Yes, Nikki said, "Oh, this must be for Elise. That would be a nice little thank you for their help." Yes. Oh, Audrey, new to you, knit back and front. So that's just knitting into the same stitch to do an increase. So did I say knit back and front? I don't know if it makes any difference. I always do knit front and back. Knitting into the front of the stitch is just a regular knit, and then you go into the back loop of the same stitch and knit it again. Yeah, once you get the hang of that, it's pretty easy. And good stuff. Okay, I can't wait to see pictures of that. Super fun. Okay, it sounds like everybody's got great projects on the go. Was anybody close to a finish? I have to say, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself that I got this hat done. I'm really, really wanting to try. I mean, that was kind of my goal at the beginning of the year, wasn't it? To try to balance out the starts and the finishes. So I kept at least a 50-50. And I know I dropped down. I know I got the new starts got a little ahead of me for a little while. but hopefully I'm going to be back on track here, at least getting around that 50% again. Alyssa, you finished 2 things this weekend. I saw you posted them in the Fiber Friends. You had like a really cute dishcloth and then like a little, was it like a little bag or like a little cell phone holder kind of thing, or a soap holder? I mean, probably could be used for a lot of different little things, couldn't it? Hi, Elena. You have 2 very, unstable internet tonight, so not be here for long. Yeah, soap sack. Yes, yes. Those are always great, and they make great little gifts too. If you've got little, like a nice handmade bar of soap or something that's a nice lavender or lemongrass scent, that's nice. Those always make nice little gifts, or perfect for you just to keep for yourself, right? We always want to make things and give things away. We need to use them for ourselves, right? Sally, you finished your Sophie scarf? Oh my gosh, good for you. Did you post it in the Fiber Friends? I'll have to go back through and scroll through and ooh and ah over all the finishes. It always is so inspiring. And then I want to cast on like so many more things. I do want to knit a Sophie scarf. I have not cast one of those on yet. Would have been a good one skein project, wouldn't it, for the Fiber Friends challenge? Oh wow. Or maybe I should have done, oh wow. No, no point thinking what I should have done because I'm not going backwards now. Let's see. Sally. Okay, Nikki says you finished a bunch of crocheted dishcloths and the round 1 socks. Oh, you got, round one as, I was thinking balloon, but that was qualifier. Good for you, Nikki. That's fantastic. Oh, Sally, you posted it? Okay, I'll have to go look at the picture. Anne says I can do it all. I try to do it all, but yes. Well, we'll see. Maybe I can use some of this time to catch up on some of my projects. That's what I'm hoping for. I really wanted to get back into doing some sweater knitting this week, like this sweater, because right now is the perfect time for something like this, where it's that in between, where it's more springy than wintry. Something, or like a nice pullover sweater instead of wearing a winter coat. That will be maybe not next week, the week after. I'm thinking my big outings these days are going back to see the surgeon. So just for checkups, don't need surgery, but still I have one more set of x-rays that I have to get done on my knee. And then maybe I will be able to retire these crutches. That is my big plan. And I'm thinking maybe I can actually wear a sweater to the hospital appointment. Maybe that's it. I'll try to get a sweater done so I can wear it to my appointment. That'll be my goal. Oh, okay. Nikki said, so knit flat cabled socks. That's fun. I've knit flat socks before, and they're just fun. So something different to do. That's right. That's right. They were the ones, and then they had the really decorative joining up the front of the sock, and it kind of wound around. Good. Well, that's amazing, Nikki. You should feel like super accomplished getting these done. Jocelyn says tonight, she's pattern writing. Yes, because Jocelyn is a knitwear designer. But I did get my Gladstone tote bag done. Awesome, Jocelyn. So I joined Jocelyn and Diana on Saturday. That was Saturday, wasn't it? After the Fiber Friends, we finished podcasting, and I saw Jocelyn and Diana were still live on the Northern Knits podcast, and they were doing their whip sprint. So it was 25 minutes. Diana was setting timers, and then you picked up a project and worked on it for 25 minutes. Then you guys took a little bit of a break and then set the timer again. You grabbed a different project and you worked on that. Very good idea and a good way to pick up things and get a little bit of work done on everything. So nothing really sits for a really long time and doesn't get worked on. Anyways, it was fun. It was fun hanging out with Jocelyn and Diana and just listening to everybody and chatting a little bit. It's hard. I mean, as you guys know, right? Is you can only chat so much. If you chat too much, you don't get any knitting done. So it's a little bit of a toss up. Anyways, all right, you guys. Well, oh my goodness, we're like 10 minutes over now. That's okay. I think I started 5 minutes late. So hopefully, everybody has a great knitting week. Thank you to everybody who voted for Stranded, because Stranded is probably my most favorite thing to knit, I would say. I say that, and then I'm like, well, I like brioche, and I like shadow knitting, and I like it all. I really do like lace. I know, I do really like all of it, but Stranded is probably my most favorite of all. So I'm excited to work on this little project, and actually, I guess maybe I will do two. We will see. We will see next Monday. Come back and we'll see if I have one or if I have two done. Did I do both colors? We will see. Depends how much time I spend holding Scarlet. But I have found I can successfully knit and hold a baby at the same time. So we will see what I get done. I'm just going to give one last look here into the comments, and then I will let everybody go so everybody can carry on with their night. Yes, Sally and Jocelyn both say they love whip sprints. Yes. Audrey, good night. Have a great week. Spring break. Oh, spring break for you, Audrey. Enjoy. Oh, Nikki said, did I finish shadow knitting the socks from last? No. Don't ask me those questions, Nikki. No, I did not. Oh, hey, Walter. How are you? Walter, okay, quickly. Walter, what are you knitting? What are you working on? Well, we'll see what Walter's working on. Walter, we're just getting ready to wrap up, but I'm curious to see what you're working on. They were really fun. And I got mine, I don't know, did I get to the heel? I think I got the leg done. I don't remember working a heel on those socks. I was doing those in some Patton's Croy, a navy and a white, I think is what I was doing mine in. Oh no, Walter, hand injury, no stretching. Well, you're in the right spot, Walter, because, oh my gosh, yes, what's kind of hidden here, but yes, you can kind of see my leg brace here. Yeah, at least I'm still able to knit. So Walter, hopefully you get mending up quickly and can get back to crafting. Yes. So, all right. Well, everybody, I'm going to do a little look through of this book. Just a quick little flip through that we did. I'm really excited and glad that I kind of splurged and got it. It was one of those things when it popped up on, Amazon, and it's like, you may like this. I'm like, wait a second. I had been looking everywhere for that book a number of years ago. So I thought, do I, don't I? And then it's just like, a click of a button and it's like, oh, I guess I am. So anyways, I'm really glad. I'm really excited to take a look through this and see what all kinds of inspiration I can come up with. So thanks everybody for voting for this week's Stranded Knitting Project. I will post a couple of updates throughout the week, and then we'll come back and hopefully see some finishes. So have a fantastic week, everybody. Happy knitting, and join Jocelyn and I Thursday night right here if you're looking for a little bit of more knit nights. We'll be here checking in, seeing if we've met our goals or worked on them or got partway, or we'll have an interesting story to share with you about how far we got. Anyways, that's okay. So looks like that's it for now, guys. So I'm going to end this, and we'll see you all Thursday. And if not Thursday, we'll see you back here on Monday. Bye, guys. Have a great week.